1. And here we go. Okay. So just a quick one in regards of ads. And I do hate ads. And the thing is, I don't have my phone unlocked or rooted, as they call it, or jailbreaked. I have Adaway, but it doesn't work with when you know either the issue, but rooted Android required. And that's the thing. That's the one that I used with my old Note 2 mobile. There was another program as well that is pretty popular still, but it only works over Wi-Fi. If you don't have root, I think. Can't remember what it's called, but in any case, is it? No, it's I have deleted it. So anyway, Adaway pretty much worked pretty good for me on the last mobile, but again, you need a rooted mobile, and I haven't rooted this mobile, so they just always try to make it difficult for the users. They want to have as much control over the system as possible. It's really annoying. So the same, YouTube, for example. I have this one. This is also an ad blogger browser. What is it called? I can't even remember what it's called. Let's see if I can get some app information. Adblock browser. An Adblock browser pretty much is my main browser. But the thing is, in the so-called old days, or in the former days, you could actually play YouTube, and you could just close the program down, and it would continue to play the YouTube. For example, I could just go into this YouTube video. Let's see if it wants to open up. I'm not sure I actually have... anyway, so I could just play it, and I could just put it in the background, and it would continue to play. At least for a long time before it would stop. I can't remember if I think it just continued, if I remember correctly. It's but the thing is, apparently YouTube got that feature closed down. I think it was YouTube and not the browser. Of course, one could try to install an older browser, but I don't think it was the browser that was the issue. I think it was YouTube. So you needed to request, no, actually, let's see. No, maybe I'm wrong here. Let's see. Maybe I actually needed to request a desktop site and do it. Maybe I'm remembering wrong here, because maybe it you needed at least to set it on private. You needed to have a private tab, and maybe that actually still works. Let me try. Let's just get some internet. Maybe I'm actually remembering wrong here. Maybe it still works, at least for a while. Let's go to YouTube. And I'm in private browsing. No, the thing is, YouTube now knows if you're not in private browsing that it's a mobile, and thereby it destroys the feature. So let's find something like Daniel being integrity. What do you call it? Can't even remember integrate. Let's try that. Interrogate. Yeah. Let's take this one. Daniel Hosklov interrogation video on redacted former. Okay. Then I think he's innocent, by the way. But anyway, I think it's pretty clear. But so if I play this now, it plays now. And this is the interrogation. Let's just go. And it has some, they talk about things anyway. So let's go to the menu. And it stops. Okay. So the thing is, we are in secret mode, and we want to have a request desktop mode now. Now, of course, this runs a lot slower than the standard thing. And of course, it just pushed me over to the standard side. That was annoying. Let's take another video then and see if it wants. No, I think it actually just downloads the video now. The thing is, in the old times, it worked, and if you know, as I remember, you didn't. Yeah, because it actually was something that I was surprised of. That this browser, I tried different browsers because I wanted to find a browser with no ads and so forth. And this was just when I went off, it just continued to play the YouTube video, and I was like surprised about that. But it was, you know, a really nice feature actually. So I really liked that. But then they stopped that, and then I needed to try to go around that, and I needed to go in secret mode and all that because they knew that I was on a mobile. And let's see if it wants to work this time. Let's see if we can play it. The other thing is you cannot, you know, if you want to play the videos quicker, you need to have the website mode as well. Oh, of course, you know, YouTube, after closing all the features down so you can't do it, of course, sells them to you instead. Why did it just stop? Maybe it just doesn't work for playing now. You see, it's just, you know, something that worked in the past now is closed down because they don't. Yeah, the funny thing is, when I tested things in regards of ads and all that, I put it on Facebook. You know, the links from my computer, and I wanted to from my computer to my mobile. So sometimes it's just easier to put it on my Facebook, and I put it on my Facebook, and I think that went like 2 or 3 days. I got a message from Facebook, because this and that and all that. You know, just bad excuses. We have deleted this post, and it wasn't even about, as I understand it, about getting ads away. It was because of, you know, the community or something like that. You know, give me a break. You know, just. But,
good evening. I'm David Muir.
Okay.
And I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
There we go. We got it working.
Felt the dread of being pulled over by a policeman. Maybe going too fast, a tail light that's out. It could be anything.
Slow
but
and all that, but it works.
Say that they had a very different reason.
And you should be able to go down here.
Right here tonight, both sides. That all-American.
Well, apparently not. I'm not sure why it. Not sure what is now. Of course, I'm only on Wi-Fi, so this would probably also go quicker if I just took the standard. Apparently, it just went to another video, which was not what I was having of intention. But this guy got 263 years for things I don't think he did. I think, you know, women has a way of doing. You know, accusing men of doing things they didn't do. You know, women are crazy these days. You know, it's just. Anyway, that's my opinion. You know, I've looked into it and the interview and all that. I don't think he's guilty. I think he's innocent. But anyway, that was not the thing. You know, we wanted to try this out, and it's going really bad. Apparently, it's. Let's try again. See if we can get it to play and then go in the background. Okay, try again. So he.
Good evening. I'm David Muir.
And I'm Elizabeth Vargas. How
can I? Oh, I should probably not have done that. Okay, it worked. It seemed. Just getting it.
Physique, endless hours in the gym pumping iron.
So now we're going in the background.
Who asked us not to use her name?
And
they bond over barbells.
This should keep on playing.
My best words to describe
At least
him
it
is a
did
big
in the
teddy bear.
past.
I mean, he's really sweet. He's
And
really
it's probably
kind.
going to do it for a short while in any
religious
case.
too. She says they attended church every
And
week.
it does.
Daniel would send her Bible verse selfies.
Romans 12, verse 10. Love one another with brotherly affection as members of one family.
Holtzclaw even had a verse
goes.
tattooed on his arm.
I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me.
They'd only been together 6 months, but were already thinking about forever.
Do you think this was leading to marriage? Definitely.
Holtzclaw is little more than
Okay, we'll let it run.
years on the job.
Should stop. The thing is, it did it before in regards of not going to all this trouble, and you could just, you know, you could just feel that YouTube was really trying to make it difficult, and it should stop in a moment. So, in any case, so I tried Adlock, Adguard, Adclear, block this. I installed AVL, but that's pretty much a virus program. AppBrain is just pretty much just, yeah. It's not an ad, as I understand it, an ad program. So the 4 programs we have is Adguard, Adlock, Adclear, and Block This. And Adguard costs money. Adlock costs money. I think I've tried this in the past, so that's maybe the reason why it only blocks the browser. I think it was. It doesn't block the apps on the mobile. I don't think I can run a trial, but because I've tried it before. This one is in trial period. I think it's still in trial, but yeah, next month in like 3 days or something like that, it will stop working. Okay, Daniel is still running in the background. That's pretty incredible.
All my stuff as far as that, because I didn't even call it in and say it was a traffic stop. My computer was off and everything as well.
But that female driver is telling police
Still
a very different
background.
story. She says the officer made her expose herself and sexually assaulted her right
that's
there
nice.
in the back of his patrol
I wonder how
car
long it
by the side of
will
the
go
road.
on.
Well, was there anything, an accidental touch, anything?
And that's Kim, the police detective thing. You know, thinking he was guilty from the beginning, it seems, you know. Because this woman, oh yeah, you know, feeling emotional and all that. And as I understand it, women has a way of believing other women, you know, more than men. So, no surprise there. You know, it's just one conclusion after another is just wrong. You know, like she hasn't gotten any motive for doing it. She's a woman!
That's Daniel.
You know,
Daniel being
a man stopping her, she gets a little annoyed or irritated or whatever, emotional, and think he needs, you know, some get back, whatever. And there you go. And then you have like 13 women coming up on this thing. Yeah, it's just terrible, and actually more, but you know, just holes in their stories. And you know, could we get some evidence? You know, they're talking about in regards of you know, passing them through a truth machine. What is it called? You know, did they ever do that to every one of them? You know, those police detectives, 2 of them, put them into a you know, truth thing, what do you call it, polygraph, and you know, put Daniel through a polygraph, and all those 13 so-called witnesses, put them through a polygraph, and let's see how their story adds up. Shouldn't be that hard, should it? You know, I've seen these programs where they, you know, use it all the time. And apparently seemingly working. So instead of putting an innocent man in the jail, put them through the truth machine. And let's have a look, you know. Anyway, oh, it's still running. Very interesting.
Oklahoma City Police confirmed they are
Again, I wonder how long it will go on running. I'm just going to turn it a little down, but it is running apparently. So, that's nice. But anyway, you need to, you know, go through some loops in some sense. It's not as easy as it was before, but seemingly it seems to still work if you go into the mode of not being seen, you know, in the invisible mode in the program. So just work standard beforehand. Okay, so Adguard, pretty easy. Looks, you know, you just push and it actives, and try premium for better protection. And it talks about something, block ads in all apps, not only in browsers, and filter all malicious website pursuing a premium license. So not only in browser, at the moment it blocks the browser things, but that doesn't really, I tried installing or reactivating Chrome, but because it can't really be uninstalled, but I reactivated Chrome. I'm not using Chrome. Of course, when you actually, let's see if I can, nope. Why is that option not there? That's really annoying. You usually have these where you can see app info. Apparently app info is not here. Typical, right? Because I wanted to erase it actually. Let's see if we can go to to the apps. There's so many features, so many things to the apps. Like applications, apps, default apps, general. No, that's notification. Apps, no notification again. Do I have? Oh, it stopped. By the way, you can hear. So it continued like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, she was talking about a pistol
We can try it
all the
again.
time and talking about guns and whatnot.
Talking about, there
And
we
I'm
go.
like, calm down.
And but there's a good documentary called Daniel in the Den
Disgusting.
about
This is my mother, who is a grandmother.
about
Liggins' daughter, Latoya
Daniel
Rivas,
and the
sat by
story
her
that
mother's
hasn't been
side
heard
during
and all
our
that.
And he
And,
assumed
yeah.
that he could do this because there's
Daniel
no way
in
she's
the
gonna
Den.
report him. There's no way nobody's going to her.
Let's
And
see.
did he say anything? He just backed up and he zipped his pants up. And he moved back and I just got out of his police car and walked towards my car thinking he was going to shoot me in the back. And he let me live to tell the story.
I think she's a liar.
Big mistake.
2 hours
But
later,
of course I could be
encouraged by
wrong,
her
but
family,
you know, it just
Liggins
doesn't add
reports
up,
the
and
assault
we
to
know
the
women
police.
have a way of
I could've
lying.
went and found
It's
him
like in
myself.
second nature to them.
I would have gladly done
You know, if
so.
it's a man, you know, everything goes apparently in this society. So
Yes, I did.
put them through. I have no idea. It seems, as I understand, they didn't do it. They didn't put them through a polygraph. Why wouldn't they do that? You know,
Timberlake CD.
I don't
But when they
understand.
examine Holtzclaw's uniform, hoping to find Janie Liggins' DNA,
so-
they get a shock. They
Anyway,
find DNA,
Adguard,
all right,
I
but
have
it's not
had it
hers,
tested before, and
it's
it
not
worked pretty good.
Holtzclaw's
No
girlfriend
issues and
either.
all that. The problem is,
female DNA inside of his
I don't really need the
Detectives now deduce
browser
two
feature
things.
because
The
I
unknown
already have a
DNA
browser
may
I'm
be
using, and that would be
another
this one.
And Holtzclaw, a serial predator.
That
The
would
hunt
be
begins
Adblock
for a
browser.
match to the mystery
Just going to
DNA.
turn it a little down here. So Adblock browser, that is the one I use. Even, you know, it has some issues, like you cannot, you know, it doesn't remember the history. And I have no idea why no browsers haven't gotten that as a standard feature, remembering something, and if you lose, you know, 100 tabs, you could just restore it, but no. And, you know, it usually have, if you, for example, get to, oh no, I actually entered this one again. I shouldn't have entered. But if you go in, I'll just do it. If I go in here and, okay, iFloaters, for example, and I do like this,
Has been placed on administrative leave.
it comes with an undo thing, and you can, you know, push the undo, and it's still there. But I did the thing where I pushed up here and deleted. No, let's see if we can get in here and said close all tabs. And if you push on that close all tabs, it doesn't ask you, do you want to close all those hundred and something tabs that you have, you know, on the program? And it doesn't ask that, and if you do it, it doesn't come with an undo feature or anything. So you just, you know, every, you know, 100 and something tabs I've lost, and I've lost when I updated the program as well and all that. And I'm like, how hard is it to actually have something to actually, you know, record the history in regards of, at this point, you have 100, you know, you have these websites and all that. You know, it's not hard. It should not be hard to program. And I have no idea why that wouldn't be a standard thing in every single browser. But of course, it seems they are making it just, you know, they're trying to make it harder for the user instead of helping the user. But anyway, Adguard, it worked pretty good, but I don't really need it in regards of browsing. And if you want to have it working in the apps as well and all that, you need to purchase it. And if you want to purchase this, it costs a little money. And you can hear it's still running in the background, by the way.
You know.
It's really nice. So it's 14 kroners in per month, and I think you can get a year something. But in any case, it costs money. Let's go back to this one. And oh yeah, that's one of those accusers as well in regards of Daniel. And you know, women, if they have wet eyes and this and that, oh, they must be telling the truth. That's just, you know, bullshit, you know. Just
And allegedly
utter
assaulted
bullshit,
her
you know.
again.
And it was over.
You know, we know women lies, we know they're deceptive, we know they have a lot of issues and all that, and if they can see money in their side, they, you know, just emotional beings. And anyway, I'll just go back and turn on the...
Did you run her on
So,
DT?
you know, you should trust every, let's see, pause, reset, stop. There we go. So, I'm going to run that again and see how long it goes without actually going into the browser. Anyway, so my favorite browser is this browser. It is Adblock browser. Adblock browser. It's a good browser, I think. It's the best browser, I think, in regards of not getting all those pesky ads, advertising and all that, you know, in regards of paganism. You know, paganism in different kinds and stupid worldly things, and of course sensual stuff and sexual stuff and all that. It's just, you know, why would I want to have that, you know, in my view? I don't. There was one of the programs, I think it was the other popular program that I deleted, I can't remember what it's called, where it has a feature of allowing some advertising, you know, if they think it's okay. But the thing is, what do they think is okay to advertise about? Are we still talking about witchcraft and paganism and all that? You know, I don't want any, you know, just anyway. But I think that's how they survive. So they remove the ads. They don't, you know, but you know, get it, everything, get it out. But I think it needed root to function. If it doesn't have root, it only worked on Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi, you know. So that's not going to work either. So Adguard costs money, Adblock costs money, or Adlock, sorry, Adlock. Let's try again. Adguard costs money, Adlock costs money. And it's just, you know, it worked, but oh yeah, in regards of the Adblock browser, you needed to stop it from actually checking the browser because it got some issues. The same with Adclear. I got issues with the browser. Actually push this again, it's stupid. I need to try, just go back here. I could of course but anyway, so let's try again and reset the reset the clock. Pause, reset, start. Okay, that's okay. But the thing is, what was it called? Adblock. It's just a lot of Adblock browser. So the Adblock browser had issues with Adlock and Adclear. And so you need to go in and say to the program, because it all, you know, the browser itself is already blocking. But when you have these Adlock or Adclear active, they go in and try to do something as well with the browser that already blocks the ads, and then you can't go into the pages. You get a page where it says, oh, you can't go in here. So you can go in the program somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but there's some place you can go in, and it worked with the other browser. I didn't have any problem with the other browser. I think it's called Chrome. Yeah, Chrome. That worked pretty good with them. Let's see, ad blocking. I think it was in, what is it, in here, something like that. And DNS blocking, it's one of these where you can remove trust. Nope. DNS blocking. Nope. Ad blocking. Yeah, ad blocking apps. It must be in here. And then just go down to Adblock browser, and usually that would be on. And what you do is just put it off, and then you don't have any problems. It should have Chrome down here someplace. Chrome, yeah, that's active. So just, you know, if you have Adblocker installed, just go in and deactivate that. So that's pretty good. So pretty much worked pretty good. But I was a little, because this is free actually. The thing is with Adclear is free. and these two are not. This one and this one, Adguard and Adlock, are not free. Adclear are free at the moment, at least, and Double is like an extension for YouTube, because none of them, none of them actually works in regards of the ads in YouTube, as far as I could see. But Double makes like an environment for YouTube, and then it can break the ads. Now I don't really use YouTube much anyway, so it's not really that big of an issue in regards to the ads and all that. It's just nice to of course have that feature. And I was thinking, with all these things in this program, why is it not costing money? What's the catch? There must be a catch. So I tried to find out, and I found this. Oh, now I went into this again. This is not going to work. Okay, let's just go to the stupid me. But I had this, buy license. No. Here we go. This is from the forum XDA developer, Android developer, and they actually wrote on this page in regards to the program. And apparently it's a firm that, makes programs and all that. And maybe, as I understand it, in the future they will, make it payable, or they will, maybe some ads, or maybe some selling of the information. So, how do you make money here? The truth is, we don't right now. What we're doing is creating a source of analytics from our users in order to fix bugs and improve the app. This includes your device, Android version, battery life, and apps usage. You are assigned a UUID that completely separates you from your device and data, and there is no feasible way for us to personally identify you. If you'd like, uninstalling and reinstalling the app will give you a completely new UUID that cannot be connected to the previous one. We only use this to rapidly analyze and change our product. So, in the future, we may sell anonymized data to carriers, but that's one of the idea of many. That's part of what we want to know from you. This is a unique business plan for the ad blocking market. Would you be more inclined toward an acceptable ads or freemium model? Premium being opting out of analytics. Our main priority is to provide a high quality experience based on user suggestions to you at a high development pace. After a post we made in Reddit got a bit of traction, we added a log, selectable app filter, and on-off switch based off suggestions within the next few days. We want to get that type of feedback, that help from XDA, and we are excited about the DevDB platform. We have no idea what that is. We've included the feature request and bug report sections, and we hope that they are used. Either way, we are excited to have addressed these things with you in the comments. So anyway, you can go into the comment section and tell them things and all that. So that's primarily why I'm actually making this video. So apparently at the moment it's free. So, but there is one option other that I had and I've actually used, and that's block this. And let's try to actually start the video again over at and see if I can actually not go into the browser with a mistake. Let's try again. Come on. Just needs to react a little slow. Try again. There we go. And we'll go over to the clock and pause, reset, and let's see how long it actually goes. In any case, the other way of doing things is actually, but of course it may not be legal and all that, but YouTube downloader works pretty good, and you can download it and use things for. It's a little harder than there is other program out there, but it's filled with spyware and all that. But it worked pretty good. But you get all the ads, advertising, and loot things, and that's no go. So this one works. It takes a little longer. You cannot download a whole list of YouTubes, but you can download one at a time, and you need to search and all that. It's workable. It's and you don't get the lag and all that when you download these things. So it's I still, in regards of VLC, which I'm using, VLC still is my favorite. Is my favorite what do you call it, player. But the problem is, it still has problem when you're going outside to this place and doing other things. It can play in the background, but it has a way of, when you're jumping inside the VLC again, it has a way of not actually going to the place where it is. And it was very annoying. I'm not sure why they haven't fixed that. Hopefully they will fix that in the future. I had another program that worked, but ads and spyware and all that. The VLC doesn't have any spyware to my knowledge or anything. It's still, I think, open source, free and all that. I think we should support that. So Adclear was pretty good. Seemed to work in regards of Double, YouTube and all that. And again, you could just if you're using the Adblock browser, I think it was called Adblock browser, wasn't it? I can't remember. I'm kidding. Adblock browser, yeah. If you're using the Adblock browser, just go in and fix it, in regards of not letting it block it. You need to use Stuber with Adclear to block all ads in YouTube open now. And as I haven't, this system is not rooted or jailbroken or anything. It's as is, and these two application actually works. Actually, it seems like all of the Adguard, Adlock, and Adclear, all three seems to work without root. So that's pretty nice. And Adclear just has this extra thing of actually also being able to block YouTube. They put it in an environment, a closed environment or something like that, where they can control the things. But of course, I'm sure YouTube will try to get around things and all that. AppRain is pretty much not really anything. It just try downloading. It's just in regards of the application show apps, in regards of what has access to your different things. And yeah, I have a lot of applications that is in the red in regards of having access to everything. So in regards of Loggy Patcher, I just downloaded it in some sense. It sounds pretty good in some sense. There actually is ads in it, which didn't seem to actually be stopped by the others, but you can actually in the options stop it yourself. So it's no problem. But the thing is, in regards of Loggy Patcher, I have two dictionaries, Merriam-Webster and Webster Dictionary, and I paid for these. And the thing is, if I update them, there's spyware in them and all that. So I wanted to see if I could actually remove the spyware. I also paid for the Danish dictionary, Best Dictionary. And even after I paid, it still continued to promote ads. So I wanted to. It's not all the time, but I have to give some time, give it some time. But in any case, just to have to see if I could actually stop these things and maybe update some of the other programs and just delete the spyware if it's possible with this Loggy Patcher. But I'm not sure. It's annoying that you have to. I actually have 4 programs. And that's the thing in regards to Play Store. I have 4 programs I don't want Play Store to update. So when you need to update the programs, you need to push every single program that outside these 4 programs, which is really annoying. Again, it's not for the user. It's just typical, breaking it down. Anyway, so So I tried the Adclear, the Adlock, the Adguard, and block this. So let's look at block this. This must be my favorite of the four. This makes an VPN again. I'm not sure what it actually is. VPN virtual something network. Point network. I have no idea, but it's apparently it makes some kind of where every data runs through, and you can push the VPN, and you can see okay, Adclear is now connected to this VPN, and you can just say forget VPN, for example. But again, I'm not sure what VPN stands for. You could probably don't go into the browser at the moment. We could maybe take the Chrome without affecting it. Yep. And let's see, VPN.
He had nothing to hide.
Detective Davis disagrees.
There we go. VPN means
Robotic. He didn't express any shock. No, if I accused you of doing
safe alternative to root channels.
my voice would probably go up 10 octaves.
VPN virtual private network. Okay, so it's a virtual private network. Can I go back back? Virtual private network. Okay, that seems logical. Just don't start the YouTube video, please, because then it will stop the other one, I'm sure, or at least there's a chance for it. So anyway, block this is it's an open source thing, but I still think I was on the website and I had some issues getting into the forum. I couldn't really go and all that, so I was a little unsure about this program, but it seems to work pretty good. I'm not sure if there's any information on that website, chat website, on mobile chat website. There may be in regards of this block this, I don't know, but it's open source and you can look into the code and all that, so that's absolutely positive. If you want to make it better or anything like that, you can do that, apparently, it seems. And he has, it's free. You can support him with something, I think. Install apps, support on Patreon. I don't think there's any install apps at the moment. Donate via PayPal and all that, and that's his and the website for Block This, powered by blockthis.com. Let's see if I can. Oh no, I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't do it. I did that. Ugh. Oh, that's Kim, by the way. That's the one detective I think is just out of her mind, putting an innocent man in the jail. Absolutely disgraceful. Because she believed in the woman coming with tears in her eyes and this wild story and blah, 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 Anyway. We'll try again. Started. It's just... should have... But it seems like it actually kept pretty long. Okay, let's try again. So, you can go in and see that video by yourself. It's okay. So block this. Okay, blockthis.com. Okay, took the wrong browser, but I'm going to delete this browser anyway, because when you actually open this browser, they are actually telling you, well, they are allowed to do this and this and that, and no, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. I don't want you to use the information to give me ads and, these things, and absolutely not, So here we have adblock.com, download block this, and I have some issues when I'm trying to get into forum and all that, but it seemingly worked without any issues. Here we have a Block This 3.0 is free and open source ad blocker for Android that works in all apps and browsers. It provides the additional benefit of malware protection, increased browsing speed, and reduction of mobile data traffic. As Google has recently removed the app from the Play Store. Oh, who wondered, Big surprise. Google always after those, Anyway, please use the download button below to download and install it. If you are a developer, you can find the code base on GitHub. For any further questions or suggestions, please join our forum. I tried the forum thing. I couldn't really get... but But anyway, it's free and it's pretty. You know, your connection is not private. Attackers might try to steal your information from this and that. I'm not sure if this is a way of trying to lock them down or something like that. You know, I've seen it before where they try to scare you away from websites and places on the internet because there's information they don't want you to know. You know, things are controlled. So, I'm not sure in regards of this, but at least I can't. It seemingly can't get in. But the program itself works pretty good, you know. Block all ads, stop malware, extend data plan by 35%. No sense. He talks about, you know, rethinking how to block ads and all that. And, you know, pretty much he did a good job. So what you do is go in and say start, and it says connection request. Block this wants to set up a, what was it called, a virtual something, I can't remember what it was called, but the VPN connection that allows to monitor network traffic. Virtual private network. Yeah, that was the only accept if you trust the source. Appears at the top of, and the thing is, every 4 of these programs, if I remember correctly, needs this. So you say okay, and you can now go in the VPN. And you can see block this is connected. Adclear is apparently not connected at the moment. So it's not sure if I have some issues in regards of it's seemingly making some noise. I think it will ask me as well if I go back here and say yes. Preparing to start protection. Let's see if it asks about it. I think it would. Yeah, so you can see okay and preparing to start protection and all that. We can take the last one as well, Adlock. And it will do virtual private network as well. Should do it anyway. It's a little slow at the moment because it's recording and doing all these things. Oh, it actually looks like it's turn on service. There we go. Yep. So as you can see, all of them, all 4 needs this virtual private network. And Adclear, and you can just go in and download, what do you call it, the forget. Then you close it down, and if you don't want that one, you can say forget. Adclear has something other that you, in regards of the whole PPS ads or something like that. Oh, cancel. It doesn't function without it. So but it was the other program coming in. But this program has something extra ad blocking in regards of whole PPS or something like that. And you need to activate that, and it is activated now. But apparently you also need to have like a lock screen to have the sound, and there we go. There we go. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. Adblock, Adclear. But you know, in regards of this screen where you go, and that's my information. But anyway, as you can see, you need this unlock screen for it to apparently work. I'm not sure if you can actually turn it off afterwards, but at least to activate it, I think it's in regards of Double. In regards of activating and all that, you need to have some kind of protection apparently. And again, I'm not sure if you can take it off afterwards. It's something I need to try out. But we can just go and app info, and we can go to storage, I think. And apparently I can't clear data at the moment. Why can't I clear? Maybe it's because it's in use or something like that. Let's try to forget this. Yep. Let's try again. App info. And data usage. No, that's just wrong, right? Yep. Let's see, storage. Apparently I can only clear the cache. Why can't I clear the data? Okay. So let's see if we can get it
Not only is he
turned on here.
working for the
Okay.
police, now
Okay.
police are working against him.
At least no, it's still. I wanted to show you from the beginning. Let's turn that off. I'm not sure why it can't actually. I thought I've done it before. I can't stop it either. I can uninstall it and install it again, but I should be able to just clear data, but apparently not. Maybe because I'm doing something or something. I have no idea. Should work, but apparently it doesn't work. But the thing is, you first get the first blocking and all that, and then you need to set up this extra ad blocking.
The alleged victim?
Maybe this is ad blocking. Let's see. Okay, start ad blocking. Okay. Oh yeah, HTTPS filtering, and that's the thing that's it's not active, and you activate it, and you usually get a screen of some kind to. In any case, I have activated it, but apparently, Google Backup Transport apparently have 233 ads that have collected. I wonder what that Google Backup Transport is. Interesting that it. Don't even know what it is. Or maybe it's just Google and overall or something like that. Allow Adclear to block. Yeah. Great. Firewall is disabled. Block app. Okay, but apparently it seems to be some Google thing, whatever. Anyway, it works. It absolutely works. It looks good, and I think I'm running in night mode at the moment, which is preferred and all that. And maybe if I turn it off first, and app info and storage. Nope, still doesn't work. I just thought I did it, a couple of times. But anyway, it works, and it works pretty good. No problem there. And if it's going to cost money in the future, of course, I will probably just use this one. Block this. I'm not sure which one I would like to use now. I know these two are going in the bin. I'm going to delete those because I'm not going to pay for anything in regards to this. This worked pretty good for me. It takes every advertising that, from the ads, applications, and the Chrome and all that works pretty good, and doesn't look like it interferes with my browser either, my Adblock browser. So this one is probably my preferred one, and these programs, as I said, they run without rooting. So this is open source. This is the one I think this is the pretty much the winner, because Adclear seems to be either it becomes with advertising, they're going to sell data, or you're going to need to pay for it. That's, it's just, when you have a rooted device, you can pretty much, do these things for free and all that. But again, and you could, if you had a rooted device, you can do the Linux commands and all that. It's not, you can do things with it. You can do what you want, but of course they don't want you to do what you want with your device. Just typical, If you see some of the rooted devices that have another system and all that, some of these systems just can do a lot more stuff than the standard Android system. Like for example, when I have my or my Note 2, you could set up how much lightning you wanted in regards to different modes and all that. And that's like some years ago. And you had a lot, I had a lot of features in the rooted phone, but it has some issues in regards of crashing and all that, because they don't just make one Note 2, they made a lot of Notes 2, it seems, so, or at least more than once. And I actually ordered a normal standard Note 2, but got one of these upgraded models, and apparently there was issues with that because it wasn't as popular as the others, because it's a later model. And yeah, it's just very annoying. I should of course just have sent it back, but I didn't think there would be a problem with it, but I found out there was later on when I rooted it. So I thought it might be, who knows, maybe it's a good thing, but no, I actually ordered a Note 2 because I knew there could be some issues but anyway, it's just hard to remember everything. But I think that was the whole point of it. It was to get a normal standard Note 2, so every people that made things and all that for these things actually would work. Instead of getting into trouble, and I found two systems that actually, I always had something that didn't work in it, and it's just annoying. So probably wouldn't have had that problem if I had gotten the Note 2 that I wanted and actually ordered. But my own fault. I should have sent it back. You just expect to get what you actually order. So in the last I need to lock this off. I think this one is, it's easy. It's very easy, actually. It seems that enable auto start. That's pretty much seems like, and then you push start and stop and all that. Powered by blockthis.com. If you find this app useful, consider supporting it free. And you can, there's different ways, but there's no ads coming at you or anything. It seems pretty good in regards to being open source by the people for the people. We like that. So I think this program Block This should actually have more, what do you call it, focus. Maybe it's a good thing. So, but I don't know. Adclear works, absolutely works, but if it is going to cost money or anything, or they're going to sell my data or whatever, I might, it's not. And this might actually also be more lightweight. Sometimes when it's open source and all that, there's not all a lot of things that is actually not needed. And actually, this does it. This does the job. The only thing that is not in this is in regards of the YouTube thing, and usually I don't really use that much anyway. So. You just use it to upload YouTube videos, if anything. That's pretty much it. Mostly I just use the browser because there's ads and I don't really want that and so forth. So just don't want to use the program then, But of course it's an option to have Adclear and Double and all that, and it works. Oh yeah. Oh, I think it stopped now, but maybe the video stopped. Yeah. So I pretty much ran through pretty much the whole video, it seems. Yeah, I pretty much ran through the whole video without stopping. But I think there are some times where it stops. But anyway, nice to know. So at least. The thing is, if you put a playlist on and all that, I think it stops, because it would be nice if you could just have a playlist on it. Anyway, this is 2020 what the dash cam never saw Daniel Hodgeclaw case 2020 full documentary. But there is like a documentary that is called Daniel in the Den, and of course that would be like the biblical thing in regards of Daniel went to the den, and it's so pretty much. It's not like I love police or anything like that, but this guy seems innocent. Just rebellious, satanic, murderous feminist, and black women apparently. They have this attitude, right? Even the black guys say black women have an attitude. Anyway. But seemingly women are, they're very good at lying and deceiving and destroying men, and they don't seem to have a heart about it. They don't really care. It seems, it's not all women, of course, but there's a lot of rebellious women these days. That's for sure. And there's no, what do you call it? If they get found out, there's no. They don't get to put, there's no really, what do you call it? They should. according to the Bible, it seems like, he got 253 years in the jail. And actually, if he didn't do it and they are false accusing him of bearing false witness, they should actually have those 253 years on themselves. So you could maybe divide that in regards of 13 people. At least it's not, it's so, it's so, putting an innocent man, destroying his whole life and career, and that's just terrible. It's just incredible. I haven't, I think he needs a retrial. He needs a retrial. So anyway, I don't think he did it. It's just listening to him. Seeing these things and hearing the woman detective and how they just make this story about him like being a monster. Look, he's just a big guy. He's not like a and he's and she's talking about, well, if he didn't do it, he should have like gone up in the like a woman. So he's not a woman, he's a man. Look at him, he's a strong man, a big man. He's not. Oh, give me a break. All those excuses that she came, the conclusions that she comes with, it's just terrible. Yeah. Oh well, and coming in and telling him he's lying in regards of, trying to sleep with his woman, and actually he should actually have been married to her before sleeping, because that's actually whoring if you do something before marriage and all that. But in any case, that's the woman couldn't have, I've done things I shouldn't do in the past. And I had this woman, and she was sleeping, and yeah, she didn't know next day that, but she responded to it, and I never got to, but, she didn't, that I was doing things down south. She didn't know. She she was sleeping, but she reacted to it, Come on, you and then she's a liar and this and that, because if he had done something, she would have known and all that. And think about it, just, the other, what do you call it? The other thing it could be is that a stranger is, calling that man's woman. And it's like, just stranger asking, did you have, did your man try to, have sex with you? Yeah, give me a break, you probably would be a little, outside. What, the stranger just calling you up, asking you, you don't even know the person. The person could say he or her is from the police and all that. But what, you don't know, anyway, it's just I think there's two options, and I think but of course the woman detective, of course, goes into what do you call it, and says, yeah, I think you're lying, and I don't believe you, and blah blah blah. Oh, come on, woman. Women shouldn't be in the police force. Women should be at home doing domestic chores, making the food and cleaning the home and all these things, just terrible. Just look at what happened, and all these, rebellious black women, that apparently, filed, I think it's false witness, and, just terrible. Anyway, so I'm probably going to block this, but I'm still open for the Adclear. Those twos down here is going out, that's for sure. They're going to be put in the bin. There's no need to actually hold on those, so I'm going to delete those. And this one should probably also go out, and I need to deactivate Chrome and all that. But yeah, these two, this one and this one is, both of them seemingly good options. Again, I don't think this one will continue to be free, and hopefully it will continue to work. it's seemingly very lightweight. This has, Adclear has more features and all that, but again, in the future, they need to make money in some way, right? So whatever they're going to do, I don't know, but probably going to become a paid application. But in any case, at the moment, one could just use it. Yeah, if you're not afraid of them actually using your data to sell forward. Because I think block this may actually be a better option for being on the safe side, as it is open source, and it seems like more the feeling of from the people to the people. So, and very easy, just download it, install it, run it, install the VPN, and you're on the go, pretty much. So this would. Block this is pretty much my my main option, I think. That's probably the program I'm going to keep. I'm probably also going to delete the others because now I have something to. There's no need to actually, I have no idea when I'm going to root the systems anyway. But I have a lot of applications that actually needs a rooted device. But if I can actually, I don't know, maybe but Adaway was good. It worked very good when I had a rooted device. That was my main program. But again, when you don't have a rooted device, you need to find something else. And these two, Block This and Adclear, was pretty good choices for that, for sure. Of course, YouTube don't want it, and Google don't want it, and blah 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 and so forth. Yeah, but I don't want to have all these lewd ads. And ads about Satanism, witchcraft stuff, the world and all that. There's just, you can buy some of the programs and remove the ads, but there's just so much, there's at some point, there's, you just get it from everywhere, and just the easiest thing is just to block it all, Get away from me, of course, we should pay for the applications we use. But it's just it's just irritating with all the all the ads advertising. There's nothing more. Well, actually, of course, the lies and deceptions are. Satan is a master deceiver and a master liar. That old snake that deceives the whole world and all that. Hate lies, but. Advertising, I hate that as well, and I'm promoting satanic stuff as well, and it's just incredible annoying, incredible and irritating. A thing of getting away from these things is by just installing a Block This or Adclear. So anything positive or negative about Adclear? It works, it seems. I tried the firewall thing, but it didn't ever block anything. I'm not sure what. Again, it's some features here and there and all that. Some snooze function. I haven't really tried every function in it. There's a lot more features for sure than the Block This. But if you want something easy, open source and all that, and maybe even can program or whatever, want to help on it, Block This is, I think, the winner. Again, Adclear, if they're going to sell my data, or going to put ads in it, advertising, or if they are that I need to pay for it, I'm out. Of course they need to do that at some point. But I'm absolutely out. Then Block This. I know there's a lot of applications that probably does it already and all that, but. I just don't. Of course, if you want to have no advertising in YouTube and all that, that's Adclear you need to go to for sure. So with the duple thing and all that, takes a little time to set it up, but seems to work pretty good and all that. So no problem there. It's very nice if you use YouTube a lot. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. I think this one is AppBrain. I think I need to delete that. There's not really. It's not anything interesting in that either. You get a lot of applications here and there, and it just fills up, and then you need one application for this and one application for that and one for this and one for that and blah 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 blah, and it's like, you know, you wouldn't even need all these applications if they didn't, you know. Usually it's just because they have made it harder for you to do what you want to do on your device, because they of course get money from the ads and get money. Yeah, they don't want you to have this freedom. It's typical Satan. He doesn't want us to be free. He wants us to pay for the power, for example. He doesn't want us to have free power, for example. He wants us to run in this mouse wheel very, very fast, you know, and never having time for reading the Bible. And the spare time that we have, you know, he'll put forward the Roman theater or the Roman circus or the Roman arena to keep us occupied, or, you know, using our time on that instead of reading the Bible. Because if we read the Bible, oh, what would happen? Maybe we would find the truth. Just be aware of, you know, be careful of Paul. But anyway, you know, who is Jesus? Find out who Jesus is. That's the most important thing in this life. Find out who Jesus is. You know, because there's many Jesus versions out there. So maybe you should find out who the first version out on the market actually was and is to be, or is to come. That would be Jesus. That would be Jehovah. Anyway, and he's going to rule this whole world from Jerusalem, whether people like it or not. So he's our Savior, and he's our God and Creator. You know, everything that was created in this world was created through Jesus. Through Yeshua. Anyway, that's his Hebrew name. The Jews call him Yeshu, which means may his name be obliterated or blotted out. It's an acronym. They don't really, you know, it's not all Jews, you know, there's a lot of Jews that are secular Jews and so forth. So don't, you know, you know, but they have their issues for sure as well, like Jewish mysticism, the Kabbalah, and the Zohar, and all these pagan stuff, satanic stuff. But of course, what would you expect? That they rejected Jesus. So the same thing in regards of course, in the Western world, where we don't even want to read our Bibles anymore. You know, so many people have died to be able to read this Bible, and we have it now in abundance everywhere. There's no excuse, no Antichrist persecuting by Romanism. Of course, there's other ways that the Antichrist is now attacking us. And if you want to know who the historical Antichrist is, it's the Roman Caesar. And the Roman Caesar thinks he has the authority to rule all the political powers in this world and all the spiritual powers in this world. And yeah, he sits in Rome at the moment. But anyway, that would be the so-called Holy Father in Rome. You know, that's a blasphemous title, you know. He's the Antichrist. The Protestant protested against who? Well, against the Antichrist. Who was the Antichrist? Well, that was the so-called Pope. Oh, and we don't know these things anymore. But anyway, of course, the Protestants also had issues and all that. If you want to find the ones that was closest to the truth in regards of the Protestants, that would be Andreas Bodenstein von Karlstadt and the Anabaptist. Anyway, the closest ones in regards of truth. Not saying they didn't have issues, but they're the closest, I think. You know, the Sunday is the first day of the week, the venerated day of the so-called sun god, Sol Invictus. Why are Christians going to church on a Sunday? You know, why are they not keeping the Sabbath, which is the fourth commandment of the 10 commandments written in stone and so forth? You know, it's just and the feast days we're not keeping either. Anyway, I got on a sidetrack here. Developer options. I was looking for the application things, apps, notification, no general. Because of course, if I want to delete the program in regards of Chrome, I can't really delete it. I need to go in and turn it off. And that's a good question, assist user. So now you know that. So, okay, so in regards to the Bible, if you want to know who Jesus Christ is, I think it would be a good start to read the 4 books about the gospel. And the four books about the gospel about Jesus Christ is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. That are the 4 books about, pretty much the same thing, just from a little different angles. Really different small things in regards of differences and all that. There's some differences in those 4 books, but they are still about the main topic. It's about Jesus, and those are the first century sources. Why believe in any other source? There are so many other versions of Jesus out there, deceptive versions. It's like, hey, I like this version of Jesus, I'll pick this version of Jesus. Satan has so many false versions of Jesus out on the market to pollute the waters. But who is Jesus? That's the question. Who is Jesus? Who do they say I am? And Peter said, you are the Son of the living God. The Messiah. Anyway, he was and is God in flesh. And he's coming back. Okay, I can't find it at the moment. I need to... The thing is, usually, I could just have... Maybe... I know it's somewhere in the... Let's see if we can... App info. Can I app info and go a little back to see? Yeah, here we go. That's one way of doing it. And then going down to C as in Chrome. Here we go. And push it. And disable it. Oh, maybe I should actually just storage. Clear cache. Manage space. What is that? Free space. Manage clear all data. Yeah. Great. Open and disable. Great. There you go. Disable the application. You can... Apparently it's still there. Why is it still... Oh, there we go. There we go. There it go. AVL is like an antivirus thing. I'm not sure what. I'll probably delete that as well. Like the AppBrain app. I don't... this is probably also... I'm not sure, but I'll probably go with the block this and delete the Adclear, maybe the other. If you have a rooted device, Adaway worked very nicely, but again, I don't have root, so block this seems to be my after testing the different programs. Adblock just seems it's the easiest. It just works. It works. That's the thing. And Adclear would absolutely be my, a choice as well. As long as it is free and they don't really steal your... But you never know. They have to make money in one way or the other. And again, I'm not going to pay for something. I don't think so. But again, maybe others, want that option. And in regards of YouTube as well, you don't get that with Block This. But I think Block This really seems to work pretty good for me. It seems to be lightweight. It seems to just work. And it's easy to use. Everybody should be able to actually use this program without any problems. But again, if you want more features, Adclear is absolutely the way to go. And I think if you take Adclear and the 2 other paid advertising, I think Adclear is, with this extra option of YouTube and all that makes it a notch, an extra notch for this program. So if you take the other 2 programs I deleted and put it on the side of this Adclear, I think Adclear would win against those other 2. But in regards of my preferred thing, I think it falls on Block This. Anyway, that's my view on it anyway. And yeah, pretty good. I'll stop this and probably talk about things I get off track and all that. So yeah, it's and as you see, Sunday is the first day and Saturday is the last day. There's a funny thing in regards of let's just take this one. I found a feature in folder here, English, Hebrew, English, Hebrew, English, Hebrew, English, Hebrew, and you can speak it and so forth. And if I take this one, for example, I have a conversation and you can speak in Hebrew, like for example, oh yeah, no connection for speech input. What are you talking about? There should be no connection for speech. I have no idea why. What do I have active at the moment? Adclear? Let's try to take that off. Or maybe it's because I'm on Wi-Fi or something like that. Or maybe I have some firewall thing. I don't know. I'll have to look on that. But anyway, let's try to close that. Yep. Okay, let's try again. Hello? Hello? No connection for speech input. Okay. I thought I didn't need this. Let's try to set this. Usually I don't have this on because radiation and all that, and you know, it's just, oh, that's wrong. Disagree. There we go. Let's try this again. There. Oh, maybe I need to. Yep, there we go. Turn on. I usually turn things off because of the radiation. Let's try again. But last time it's just no connection for speech input. No idea what is going on. Maybe it's because I'm recording. Oh yeah, because of the. Oh yeah, that's probably it. But the thing is, if you actually look in the Hebrew and you actually say 2 in Hebrew or 3 in Hebrew or 4 in Hebrew and so forth, you actually get Thursday as the second day, and so forth. So you can see that Friday is actually the 6th day and Saturday the 7th day then, and so forth. I haven't actually tried doing 7 to see what it would say. Yom, what is it called? Shilishi or something? I can't remember. But anyway, it was just fun to see how it reacted to that. It was a feature I just found out. Actually, I used it when I was in Israel, but I didn't really. I found this where you could put them out, and I was like, that's interesting. Or maybe I could actually do it this way, but I can't. I can't remember how to. Anyway, it's just. I'll take it another time, maybe. Of course, the Bible programs. My Sword Bible is I think the best Bible program for Android. There are others if you just want to read the Bible, if you want to do studies and all that. That's it's free as long as you don't want the extra features. But I think I used it 2 years without actually paying. And some says donate. They call it donating, but anyway, to get the extra features, so you can search over 100 searches and so forth, or results. But you can still use it. It's very good to have in our days, because people are lying and deceiving these days, and it's always good to be able to what do you call it, pull the Bible, and well, the Bible says, and you have a problem, Mr. or Mrs. If you take to Jerusalem, you better be prepared, because there's so many opinions, so many weird doctrines and so forth, and you better be prepared. You better, at least just, there's no place I've ever been, not that I travel that much, but there's no place in the whole entire, at least where I have been, that Jerusalem is just the place where you get you hear one after another of these weird stories and weird doctrines and whatever, and so, but the most important in life is to find out who Jesus is. And it's not the cookie Jesus of the Catholics, and it's not the only prophet Jesus of the Mohammedans, and it's not, many of the others. I could go on, the mystic Jesus version from Egypt, or the Guru version from India, or the Druid version Jesus from England, or the Ascended Master Jesus, or, the Sun Jesus, this literal sun and all that on the sky. And, it just goes on and on and on and on. And of course we have I think the 2 most popular versions of it, false versions, are the Cookie Jesus, the Wafer God, or the sun disk, shaped cookie God. Oh my, my. And of course the Mohammedan version in regards of, so you have the Romanism, and you have Mohammedanism, and or maybe we could call it Popeism or something like that, and Mohammedanism. I'm not, but Romanism is one word that has been used in regards of the Roman Empire, and of course, the Bible prophecies has, of course, God's word are true. So, but anyway. So if you want to know who Jesus is, read the 4 first books of the New Testament and be careful of Paul and read the rest of the Bible. And if you want to know the Antichrist, who Antichrist is, be careful of Catholic sources, because they will of course not point to the Pope, the so-called Pope, the Antichrist. But if you want to, the book of Daniel and the book of Revelation are 2 books that can be read over and over and over again, and reveal a lot of truth and point you in the right direction. So you should get to the person, you should find out who the Antichrist is in this world, what force that Satan is using in this world. And of course, it's getting closer to, the time of tribulation and so forth. And it seems like Rome will be destroyed at some point as well. And then we have the last Antichrist, the historical Antichrist, the kings of this beast, is the so-called, the Roman Caesar, the Pontifex Maximus, the so-called pagan high priest. And the so-called King of Kings and Lord of Lords, thinking he has the right to rule. He has this hat with 3 crowns on his head, in regards of thinking to rule the heavens and the earth and the underworld, and that he has the authority to rule all political, temporal powers, civil powers, and all spiritual powers. He sets himself as the head of that. And every road leads back to Rome. Anyone heard about that? Every road leads back to Rome. And there's a lot of lies and Latin coming from that institution. These, what do you call it, sayings, are just, sayings that we say or have, and we don't know what it really means, right? Before you actually begin to read the story and the history of the Protestants and begin to find out all the hidden history. And there you go. Satan deceives the whole world. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for looking at it, and I just wanted to make a little video. Adclear it's not a bad program. It doesn't cost anything. It's free at the moment. Don't know how long that will go on. Block this is open source. It's free. It's open source. It's again, it has the thing of by the people for the people, as it should be. But of course, Adclear, as being, it seems like a firm or business, they have more options, and of course probably a lot of more programmers maybe to do the things. I don't know how big it is, but more options in it. So if you want more options, Adclear would be the way to go. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. I should stop it now. So may the Father bless you. And may you be, what do you call it? Oh, let's see if I can remember. Oh, so much in my head. May the Father bless you, and the Son be by you appreciated, and the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of truth, the Spirit of Jehovah, be in us all. Amen. Let us all stand for truth. All stand for truth. The Spirit of truth. What could be any better than the truth? And the Spirit that points to the Son, and the Son is the way to everlasting life, and the Father is the life, who has given life to the Son, and the Son giveth life to us. And the Spirit of truth speaks of truth and testifies in regards to the Son, who the Father sent into this world, and the Word, which was with God and was God, became flesh and tabernacled amongst his own. But they rejected him and executed him and put him on the tree, where he took upon himself the sins of the world as the perfect Passover lamb, when the living bread that came from heaven was broken and his wine poured out for the sins of the world. And 3 days later he was resurrected and now sits in heaven at the right side of his Father. And he is coming back. So people, get ready and find out who Jesus Christ is. He is Jehovah's and sitting at the right hand of Jehovah. And they created us in their image in the very beginning, when they said, let us make man in our image, in our likeness. Anyway, have a really wonderful day, and may Jehovah bless you and keep you. Amen.